Here's where I camped out last night. I came in the dark, so I really didn't see where I'm at, but it's actually a beautiful park. And my game plan is to keep riding. I think I can make it to Denver, and I'm only 220 miles away, 3,500 feet of climbing to 1,200 of descent, so I'm mostly going to be climbing. Let's get some tea and get riding.
On this seemingly perfect morning, waking up in my tent at Bridgeport State Recreational Area, I struggle deciding whether to keep riding with my broken rim or look for a ride to get to Denver 215 miles away. My biggest worry is having complete failure of my rim and getting stuck on the side of the road. After packing up my camp and having some hot tea while enjoying this peaceful morning with its picturesque views of a lake, I head back to Bridgeport Center to grab some breakfast and reach out to my rims manufacturer to ask them for a replacement rim. This way, once I get to Denver, I can find someone there to lace it up with my hub and spokes. So here I go once again, managing the ever-changing dose of challenges that bicycle touring can throw your way. This challenge ahead of me and the diverse many others to come are exactly why I love to bicycle tour. It allows me to use solution-based thinking and persistence to overcome them and be rewarded with endless forms of success.
I'm gonna go to town, get some food, and wait until a little later, 9, to make a call, or 2 or 3. Beautiful day, clear blue skies, crisp, not really freezing cold or anything, just sort of in the high 60s, which is perfect. And I'm ready to crank some miles. I don't even know how far I can get to. I haven't logistically looked at what town I can reach that has a campground. So my plan didn't work out. I'm still in Bridgeport about midday. It took me a lot of time this morning to figure out how to get a new rim, and I did. I called Astral and spoke with Robert, one of their reps, who advised me 100% not to keep riding on the rim because he's worried that the tire is gonna blow out of the rim, which I can see happening because it keeps expanding outwards on both sides of the rim. He's sending me a rim to my friend in Denver who's looking for me, someone to build my new rim. And meanwhile, I met some guys, some gentlemen that were talking trains at the gas station where I was trying to figure all this out and having breakfast and coffee, and they told me about a transit service here in Nebraska. It's kind of strange to me, but some driver is going to meet me at the gas station, which is across the street here, and tomorrow morning at 10, and drive me the 3.5 hours to Jason's house for $124. The guy's going to be on the road for 10 hours. I asked how that's possible, and the girl says that it's a federally subsidized service that they have here in the state. I'm here with Pamela. She's been kind enough to bring me to Denver. I see the mountains in the distance, and in about 25 minutes I should be at Jason's and Sybil's house, and look forward to getting my rim tomorrow and lacing it up the next day so I can keep moving and climbing these gorgeous mountains ahead of me here. I made it to the marks, and they have been really kind to me. Yesterday we just hung out, and the wheel came in, so we're gonna work on it today. But we have little Everett here, Jason, and Sybil over here, and just having a ball, hanging out with people that I know instead of people that I don't know. It's really fun, and planning my move forwards to the west and the Rockies. And this morning we're just gonna have some breakfast, some coffee, and later on we're gonna take Everett with his bicycle to his school, which is just a few miles away. Right, Everett?
Yeah!
Bye, Sybil.
I ended up staying 5 days in Denver while waiting for the replacement rim and having it laced up by Joe, a close friend of Jason's. Hanging with Jason, Sybil, and Everett was so very cool. They treated me like family and we did all kinds of fun things such as cycling around Denver, going out to fun restaurants and ice cream, taking a look in this huge REI outdoor store, visiting a Commotion Cycles Tandem bike shop, and meeting many of their friends who came over for dinner one night. My time in Denver is full of fun memories I will not forget. On this day, Jason and Everett invited me to ride along with them to Everett school. This father and son routine was of great interest to me. How cool is it that they get to have these moments and actually share one of them with me? Several intersections and a park, and in no time we arrive at Everett School. Just as we rode into the school's parking lot, Everett's rear wheel went flat. He seemed disappointed, but I later learned that he can fix his own flats when he showed me himself the next day.
See you, Everett.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, have a good day at school, man.
Next on this day's agenda is driving to Tandem Cycle Works of Colorado, where I'm hoping to find a bike with a pinion gearbox drivetrain to take for a test ride.
Jason and I are heading to a Commotion Tandem bicycle shop here in Denver that has pinion gearbox bikes, and that way we can test them out. I'm looking to have pinion gearbox on my new bike that I'm gonna get this year for next year's tour, so I'm really psyched. I've never tried pinion gearbox, and I'm looking forward to having it work and feel right, because the idea behind it is very attractive to me. I'm here at Tandem Cycle Works with Kevin, the owner, and he's been really kind.
Technically Tandem Cycle Works of Colorado.
He's been talking to me about Commotion bikes and the pinion gearbox. As you know, I was coming here to attempt to try one, but he doesn't have pinion gearboxes right here, right now, so I just picked his brain.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
So
They're hard to keep in stock.
Are you the only Tandem store in Colorado?
There is one other one that he kind of dabbles in it. My nearest competition is about 1,200 miles away, so yeah, and I ship all over the country.
And how many Tandem bikes do you sell a year, do you think?
Between 35 and 40. It's been good. I've had the shop for 7 years. We're in we're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. We bought it from the original owners, and yeah, it works. It's great. We love it.
So would you say that it's a good idea for me to get a pinion gearbox?
I would get a pinion gearbox.
Yeah?
I would. It's pretty much bomb-proof. Combine that with the Gates belt, the Gates carbon drive, and that thing will last you a long time. I mean, it just will.
Yeah, I'm
Replace
really
the oil,
excited about it.
Do the oil change at 5,000 miles as the service manual suggests, and you'll be good.
Well, it's so great to meet you and have a chance to pick your brain. I could stay here for a lot more hours, but I'm gonna.
You got to get on the road.
I'll probably call you and be bugging you for a few
That's perfect.
phone calls.
You do that.
All right, thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, Diego.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
The replacement rim showed up after a couple of days, and right away I met up with Joe, Jason's friend who was kind enough to build my new wheel. He ended up being a fountain of knowledge, and I will forever be grateful for him taking the time to help me get back on the road.
I'm here with Joe. Joe's Jason's friend, and he's a bicycle mechanic, but he's actually a engineer mechanical as trade, and he offered to help me with the new rim and to build a wheel and lace it up with my spokes and hub. And he's been like a fountain of information. He's done multiple tours. He did the Colorado Trail. What year was it, Joe?
2017 and 2020.
And what other tours did you do that you told me?
2009 I did the Pacific Coast from Vancouver to San Francisco. And then, I don't know, maybe 14 I did the Continental Divide. And that was from Canadian border to Frisco, Colorado.
Yeah, I've been reading this book that he gave me that his buddy and him share that tells the story of his Colorado Trail. I got a lot to do. I'm just like getting there. But I've learned a lot about bicycle mechanics just hanging out with him for the middle of the day today. So I'm going to learn about spokes now.
Spokes and building up a new wheel.
But for now, I have a 5,000 foot climb in 50 miles or so to get to Echo Lake, where I'll be camping at 10,500 feet today. So 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna go fuel up with some biscuits and breakfast sandwiches and at this bakery, and after that, I'm gonna go climb slow and easy and see what happens. Let's do it.
With a fresh rim and my backpack in tip-top shape, I say goodbye to my dear friends and head back on the road. Ahead of me on this day are over 6,000 feet of climbing inside 50 miles to reach Echo Lake at 10,600 feet in elevation. As of this morning, I am totally unaware of the challenge ahead of me. This day proved to be one of the most difficult of my bicycle touring life.
I'm leaving Denver, Jason and Sybil's and Everett's house, and had a great time. They treated me with like family. It was so much fun. My new rim feels amazing, and my whole rig feels great. I'm ready to put some miles down. It's been 5 days that I've been here in Denver. I see the mountains ahead, and it's been a long time since I climbed. I know I can do it and do it well, but nonetheless, I've been off the bike for 5 days, and yeah, when you look at these things coming at you, you get this jitters, you know. But I'm also feeling a lot of excitement to get up high, and once I'm up there, I'm gonna be psyched. All I need to do is climb some elevation, 1,000 feet, 2,000, and start looking down, and then those jitters I know will go away. And the other thing I worry about is this weather coming in tomorrow. It's gonna be a low 16, so I'm anxious about that too. But until I get up there and I think I have the right clothes, I won't totally know. So I just gotta do one thing at a time, get a couple of 1,000 feet behind me, and see where it goes. I see the mountains getting closer, about 6 miles. No turning back. I'm about to get into the real Rockies. I feel good now. I'm warmed up with 12 miles in my day, and the anticipation is behind me. All I gotta do is chill out, put some music on, and climb. Let's go.